To start with, let's look at structuring our greeter framework in a way that's safe so that it can be reused inside any JavaScript application. In the downloadable source code for this lecture, you'll find this starter setup. I've got an index.html page and 3 JavaScript files. I have jQuery. Since we said we wanted jQuery support, I need to load that first. I have my greeter.js file, which will be my framework/library. That's where I'm going to put my code. And an app.js file where we'll use our frameworks and libraries. Got that? So just 3 files, and we're going to do most of our work inside here, inside greeter.js. So for starters, here's what we want to do. We want to create a new execution context for our entire framework/library, so all of our variables declared are safe, and we're only exposing on the global object what we want. So how do we do that? Start right here. Wrap up some code in the way that you think would be appropriate in order to make any code inside of it safe. And pass to it what we need access to. We need access to the global variable, which is window, and the jQuery variable, which is either the word jQuery or a $sign. Here's your first hint. It's an immediately invoked function. So go ahead and pause the video. Set up an immediately invoked function that accepts and takes in a global object and a jQuery object. And when you invoke that immediately invoked function, when you do those parentheses to call it, make sure you're passing in window and the jQuery object. Go ahead and pause. All right, you ready? So we're going to create our immediately invoked function. I can't just do function, I have to do a parenthesis or something like that to trick the syntax parser. And then I end the function and end that. And then I'm going to invoke it with parentheses. I'm going to pass a global object and jQuery, which I'll just make a $sign. And when I invoke it, I pass in my global and my jQuery object, which I could either put a $sign or jQuery right here. Make sense? So now I have safe code. I've structured around the code that I'm going to write. So the first thing that happens is it executes this, creating a new execution context, giving me the variables I need to run. And so now my whole greeter is safe inside of here and ready to be reused by anybody. All right, pretty simple start. Let's keep going.